Hi guys, Master Richard here at All Rise Martial Arts. Today we're going to take a look at our self-defense skills for our Green Tiger belts. This involves break falling and rolling onto the floor, so transitioning to the ground safely. Typically I drill this on the knees, but you can also do it from the feet. It just can be a little bit tougher on the arms and shoulders. So we're going to start with our hands up in kind of our semi-passive stance position. If I fall to the floor, I'm using my hands and my forearms as that barrier, my cushion as I go to the ground. And I'm also going to turn my chin towards one shoulder. The last part, as I fall, I like to exhale, I like to breathe out. In Taekwondo, we typically breathe by yelling and kiapping. So from this position, I imagine I fell forward, I turn my chin, kiap, and I catch myself on my forearms and my arms and my shoulders here. One thing I don't want to do is land on my wrists extended like this, and I can hurt, the smaller bones and joints in my wrist here. So this is our forward break fall. We can do it for reps as we count with the kids. Hana, kiap, and then come back up, reset, dual, kiap, and come back up and reset. And that is our basic forward break fall, just practicing. And another way to drill this exercise is by having an instructor give you a slight push or a shove, simulating a real life self-defense situation where you're knocked off balance by surprise. And so sometimes we'll have the kids line up either on the crash pad or on the wooden floor. They start already in the ready position. Their hands are up here. And once they feel a bump, they forward break fall, kiap, and they can come back up. Just like with some of our other skills, we can add a little bit element of surprise here by having the kids start in the same position, but having their eyes closed. And so that way they don't know when the shove is coming. So I'm here, eyes closed, kiap, and I have to react right away. Of course, once you get bumped, you can open your eyes and do your recovery and do your technique afterwards. That is, again, our forward break fall. An advanced version of this kind of transition would be a situation where I had some momentum. If I was walking or running or even riding a bike or a scooter and I fell, I would use what we call front roll, or like a somersault basically. So we start this in a stationary position. I usually like to stand on top of our crash pad. We plant our hands in front of our feet relatively close, and we tuck our chin looking underneath our body, rounding our backside and trying to transition relatively softly through a nice somersault roll. As the kids progress in this, they can add a little momentum. They can walk onto the mat, plant, and somersault. And eventually you can even add like a light jog and add even more momentum. Running. Oh, I tripped, and I was able to roll out of the situation, protect myself, and protect my head and my body nicely. So that is our front break fall and our front roll for our Green Tiger students. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video.